These level 2 Deuces Wild hands are no joke. They're way trickier than anything we saw in level 1. But after hours of practice, I'm finally starting to crack the code on these advanced wildcard situations. I'm Smak, and welcome back to Deuces Wild Training 8, second session of level 2 strategies. These advanced hands have been giving me trouble, but we're going to work through them systematically using the simulator. We'll analyze the expected values, see what the optimal plays are, and figure out why some decisions that look right are actually costing us. Still in the middle tier of our 3-level system, but these scenarios are definitely stepping up the complexity. Starting off, we hit 3 of a kind, so we're definitely going to go through and hold that. Nothing else to really talk about here. 3 of a kind is already a winner, so we want to hold that and keep going. Here you can see up here 9.3. This is our expected value. This is basically the amount of credits you'll get back when you hold that on average. Now we bet 5 credits each time, so this was almost a double up every time we do it. Unfortunately, we just got, we got 20. Yeah, I didn't even see the aces. So yeah, 20 is awesome. That works great with our credits. Getting a full house off the first hand, it's definitely upping our situation. We started this full series at 4,000 credits, so we're getting through there. Now we got pocket aces, so we'll go through and hold those aces and see if we can go through and improve. And we got a third one. Who needs deuces, right? And 2 pair. In Deuces Wild, you do hold 2 pair, and we're trying to get that full house again. And 2 this early would be crazy. Here we have a pair of 8s. A pair is always good, and if that's the only thing you can take from this learning session, it's the most important thing. Hold a pair. That's what happens. We win. Sometimes. Here we have king queen, but to even make it better, we have 4 to a flush. This is 3.8 EV, so we'll hold this and see if we can get that diamond. It's either hit or miss here. And this is not the hit one. On average though, the EV is what will be paid out. Let's see if we have anything here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do have a gut shot, so we can go through and hold this and hope to hit a 7 or a deuce. This is better than a redraw. And that's why, because when you do hit the deuce or the 7, it pays 10. Here we got a pair again, so we'll go through and hold the kings. And I see a lot of hearts, but I see a pair of 8s, which is much better, especially since the hearts are lower, 3, 4. That's too close to the 2, and you don't want to deal with stuff close to 2 because that kind of neglects your wild. Here you can see here 2.7, correct one there. Pair of 7s. Let's do it. Well, where are these level 2 hands? We already know you hold 2 pair, so we're way ahead of them here. Unfortunately, it's full house or bust. And this is always a fun one. I got this one wrong last time, and I'm thinking you just hold it, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me try to remember. This was like 2 weeks ago, I think, that I did this one. And I have to remember what I did. I know it is interesting to go for the straight flush, especially since you have the 2, but this 2 is already taking the 2 of diamonds. I think it's hold all. Yep, tucked myself into it. It's 10 EV because you're automatically winning 10, no more, no less. So that's how that works. And going for the straight flush was 7.7. Here we have 8s. And if some of this stuff sounds confusing, don't worry, watch a bit. I'll break it down and you'll understand it more as we go. Oh, look at that. That's very interesting. Almost a straight flush there. Did we have a 7 of clubs? I think we did, right? Yeah, we did. So we would have held the 7 of clubs. We would have got 7, 8, 10 jack, and 9. We would have hit the straight flush, but Let's see, that was 1.4 expected value, where ours was 2.7. So doing what we're doing in the long run is going to net double the amount of credits back. So we made the right choice, just not the right choice in that moment, if that makes sense. Royal flushes are beautiful. Let me show you one. Sometime. 2 4s. 4. Yeah. That golf metaphor never works for me. Why do I keep doing that? What do we got going on here? 3 diamonds. King 10, not strong enough. 8 10, not strong enough. If this was a 9, we might be talking differently. I think this is a complete redraw. And I'm wrong. King 10 is strong enough. King 10 goes both ways. Sometimes it's strong enough, sometimes it's not. It depends what the other cards are, and I haven't mastered that. But it's also important to say this is pretty much like a 0-cent mistake, I think it was, and it's not going to make a huge difference. If I start picking King 10, then it's going to tell me don't pick King 10, so it's a little confusing there. But you know, when it's that close, it's not that big of a deal. Let's get a monster of a hand, and here is a decent one. 3 6s. Let's see if we can improve that. No. Okay. Let's repeat. 3 6s. Let's see if we can improve that. Again. Okay. Technically it improved 3 6s, right? Let's see if we can improve this. Oh boy. Ace King, not strong enough. That's not strong enough. The diamonds isn't good enough. Redraw. So far I have 1 error already on the board. Oof, out of only 19 hands. Okay, this is a redraw. I mean, this was an error. So here we have either 9 Jack King, or we hold the 4. The 4 is gonna, the flush draw is gonna be 2.7. But what is the straight flush draw? I have a feeling I would have picked this the first time. So it has to be this. And I was right. Did I say 2.7? I meant 3.8. I knew that. 1.9 is what I did not know though. So double gapper, 3. I forgot all about that. 1.9. There's so many different hands because every time you learn a hand combination, you have to think in your mind, do I have a wild or do I not have a wild? Because that's going to change every single play we make. Pair of 9s? Nope. There we go. So this is an interesting one. We have 2 2s. The 5 and 10 of hearts do not reach. So we only really want to hold the 2 2s. You may think we want to hold another card, but to have the 2 2s, we have a better chance of hitting another 2, or maybe even a 4th 2, which would be really good. So we want as many spots as we can for the deuces. Let's go through and see what we got. Yeah, 3 of a kind. So the worst we would have is 3 of a kind, and that's what we got. Also, if you want to go through and play this yourself, I have a link down below. Just go through and click it, and you can join up for free. The pro membership, the pro training here is not included. If you want that, that is a paid membership, and you can go through and have the expected value every time you play. It is an affiliate link, and it does help me out. Also, I do give one of these away every month, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I pick someone every month to go through and get a free membership. If you win the pro membership, I'll go through and reply to your comment and let you know what to do next. Here, we're just going to hold the deuce, set the deuce loose. Kings. King me. No. I think it's just a 2. Yep, holding that was 3.2, but holding a deuce by itself is almost 5, so it's good to hold the deuce. Nothing here. This is too low. Oh, though it would have worked, and we would have hit the flush if we held one. But overall, the redraw is better on that situation. This is an odd hand. Let's hold the sevens. Deuce, 3, 4, 5, deuce. That is a level 2 hand for sure. Because I don't think it's the open-ended. I don't think it is. Because the 2 would be itself and not wild. Possibly. There's a chance for it. So because of that, I feel like it's just a 2. Nice. So let's look over that. That was 5.0 for the deuce. And then 4.1 for the open-ender. Now remember that open-ender, the 2 would have been normal one way. Most likely. It would have just not been wild, which really hurts that card. And a redraw, I think it would just be the 10s, right? This is interesting though. That's 3.8. I think it's the 10s. No, it's the flush. 10s is 2.7. Oh my gosh, I couldn't remember what it was. It would cost me 28 cents every time I bet $1.25. However, keep in mind, this is just a simulator. There's no money going through this. This is just for training purposes only. I can't believe I got that wrong twice. My mind is failing already? No, let's step this up. Take the pair. Here we go with 8s. Okay, this is an easy one. 3 jacks. Let's see if we can get another one. That's like the 4th time we got 3 of a kind and did not improve. At least 4th. So this is 4 point something. It would go for the royal basically. So 10 jack, and then we have the royal draw or even a straight flush draw, which is stronger than holding the 3. 6.6, where the deuce was 2nd and 5, and then the flush was 4.78. So right move there, or what he yelled at me? It yells at you. Redraw? Redraw. Yep, nothing there. This was almost good enough for my joke. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Yeah, sorry. I got sick of waiting. It's been 3 episodes. I've been holding on to that one. We got a gut shot here. Another odd one. Let's hold 7s. Nines. And yeah, all 4. 3.8 versus 2.6. King me. There we go. We got that king. Appreciate that. Full house. There are 3s hiding on the ends here. No improvement though. And what do we got going on here? I think it's just 10s. Yep. There's a lot there that looked good, but it wasn't good. 10s is 2.7. The Jack 10-7 was 1.96. Let's go through and just hold the deuce. Wow. That's crazy. 3 deuces. When you hold one and you get 2 more, that's nice. Well, we hit the 4 deuces in this series. I have not yet done that. Let's hope so. Oh my. There's a gut shot. Going too fast. 3s? I was thinking about getting 4 deuces, I guess, in my mind, and you know, sometimes it's rough when you're working like 9 to 5. Let's go with the diamonds. That's how we do it. We are almost back to where we started today. We hold the deuce. Just the deuce. Wonder what I did last time. I probably did the flush, but that's not strong enough. 2 3s. Let's get 2 more. 10s and a 2. Nice. Full house. Eight, 10, I don't think is strong enough without a deuce. There's no ace 10. It's a redraw. Yep. Kings. King me. You know, when something works, you just keep doing it, right? Let's see if we can get another Q. I watch Lady Luck, and she always calls them Qs, and I'm like, they're queens. Anybody else do that? Do you call these J's or Jacks? K's or kings? I've always said queens, jacks, kings, but it's just funny hearing someone say, we just need more Qs. Pair of 4s. Two 4 apart. We'll take it. Can't be picky on those redraws. So just a deuce. 3 7s. Even gave one away. This is obviously this, right? Yeah. Jack Queen? No, it's gotta be this. Yeah, 2.5 versus 1.7. Let's hold the Qs. Alright, I'll stop. Oh, straight. No reason to split it up. Let's keep it. Ace King not strong enough. Let's go through and redraw. We'll take 3 5s. What do we got going on here? It's interesting. I think this might be above, but it probably wouldn't be better than a 2. But this is definitely above. A royal draw plus straight flush draw. Let's go for it. 3 kings, you know, living in reality. But that was 5.8. Where the other was, oh, 5.5. Wow. So the 8-9 deuce you would have kept over the deuce. I thought it was a little low, but I guess 8-9 is good. That's always the area that gets a little hard when you get that nitpicky with it. 7 doesn't reach. And we have double gapper, so I don't see anything. So it's king 10 or it's not king 10. I'm going to say no king 10 because last time I said no king 10 and it was king 10. If I choose it this time, it won't be. I was wrong. Cost me a penny. King 10. No help with the redraw, even with the deuce. That's what I like to see in here. 2 deuces. We're definitely going to hold that. Holding 2 deuces is 15 EV, which is really nice. So there's nothing else that goes well with it. We're just gonna let it ride. At least we got 4 of a kind, 4 5s. We'll take it. I mean, ultimately you want more, but still better than being not good. You got a deuce here. What else do we have? We have 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 with a deuce. That's gotta be it, right? Or is it just a deuce? Well, straight would get me 10. How often would I hit that compared to rolling with a 5 equity flat with the deuce? Maybe 1 in 3? So we'd say 6 equity? I'm going to go with this. Wow. I was right, but it was much closer than I thought. 5 versus 4.95. Oof. Interesting. So if this would have been 1 down, this would be 4, 5, 6 with a deuce. We would not have went for it. Would have just been enough to go under. Got this one wrong before. I'm thinking 8, 9, 10. We just had this hand with a deuce. That's higher. Yeah. Wow, it stays at exactly 5. So maybe it's all the straights unless the 2 gets in the way. Interesting. Learning. We got a straight. This is a straight that I could potentially see breaking up, but at the same time, how would you break it up? And what are we looking at? I know 10 king deuce, 3 to a royal is 5.8 EV. So we are currently at a straight, which is a solid 10.0 EV. You're getting 10, no more, no less. So this would not be broken up because ace jack isn't any better. If it was queen jack, might be a little better, but it probably still wouldn't be as high as a 10. So for this, we're just holding it. 5.7, I said 5.8, close enough. And here, this is 5.2, so the ace jack is even worse. Interesting. We are progressing and getting better. I think I've only made, what did I make, like 4 mistakes. 2 of them were king 10s, which I still get confused on. 1 was because I went too fast, and 1 was an honest mistake. So, learning. With this is a redraw. Three threes. I have had perfect sessions, but I think that was in jacks or better. I believe. 3 9s. And it was only 1 perfect session, so I should say singular times. Ooh, 3 10s. If you do like this format and you'd like extra training, I do have extra in my memberships. You could just click join or the link below. It is a paid membership, but you get some cool little poker guides and hour-long videos, and you usually get these videos before everyone else does. Either an hour or a few hours, depending. So a lot of cool little perks. Oh, look at that redraw. Deuces? 3 of them. No. Okay, this is a little different because I know the EV for 2 deuces is 15. And currently we're at 10. And the 10 cannot move, can't go up, can't go down. So we're holding only the 2 deuces. Since none of these are suited, there's nothing else to think about. Let's draw. Almost. 6 of clubs. Why did you show up? And this is a replay. I think it's just this, right? No. Did I get this wrong last time? 14.5. 14.5. So the ones I'm getting wrong are the ones I got wrong last time. I just can't remember them. Two deuces, 15, which I knew. This I did not, though. I thought it was this last time. I thought this was the correct answer. Though it does look split up a lot, but there's no 2 on either side. I don't know. That's a tough one. So close. And I didn't change it. I forgot to switch it back to the correct hand, and I dealt, and we hit the straight flush. Who's right, simulator? Huh? I thought he's like more than 14 EV to me. That's funny. Basically, it's telling me I'm right. You knew it. Open-ended. Ah. Here we got a pair of 7s. A pair is strong. Redraw here. Started nice. Anything to save here? 6, 7? 6, 7! Sorry. That's a meme. But seriously, 6, 7? I don't know. I think you hold 8, 9, but I don't think you hold 6, 7. 6, 7 is just under 1.4. Oh. 6, 7. It's all about the meme now, huh? 5, 6 for a 7. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I know. It was bad the first time, worse the second. Interesting. I don't know though, because you'd need the 4, and then the deuce is on one side. So this isn't a strong hand, but I still think it's better than a redraw. It's got to be close. Oh, we almost hit it too. 2.0 versus 1.6, so not as close as I thought. K3. Let's go. Nothing. That's the redraw. And now we got a deuce. Nothing really fitting with it though. Still nothing fitting with it. Can we redraw again? This is a replay. Why would I get this wrong? 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. The deuce is higher than the flush. Why did I get it wrong last time? This would be about 5. This would be 4.8. I don't know what this would be, but I don't think it's that strong. What did I... It is 7, 8. Or it is 8, 7. Or it is 7, 8. Dang it. I'm on this one forever. They're going to replay this forever. 3 years from now, you're going to be like, you still getting that wrong? Fish hooks. There we go. At the end, I will also tell you how we did, if we won or lost in this session. Nothing there. Just a deuce. Dang. That was close. Yeah, just a deuce. Yeah. There we go. We're above now. Winning. Ja or Aj? Neither. Nothing. Man, this 666 is coming up a lot. Trying to tell me something? You noticed I didn't say 4 that time, and it came. I think we're not doing that anymore. 7s. Lucky number 7s. Not so lucky. And here we got a deuce. Again, it has to be this. It has to be, because I would have got anything else right. Yeah. I think that's how I'm going to do it from now on. Threes hiding out. Pocket fives. Let's get some more. I hit redraw really fast that time, my bad. Let's go ahead and redraw. And one more. There's the sound. Snowman. Okay, there is this, but we're already winning with the fives, so it's better to go with the 5 EV, which it's actually like 9 point something. 3-9. Nothing. That's a nice redraw. Okay. I don't think the I think the 3-4 is too low, because this would need to be a 2 then. So just for analyzing, 3-4 was 4.3. The deuce was at 5. The flush was right under there. So correct move. Let's do, we'll say 5 more hands. Starting with 3s. Dang. Got a royal draw too, but we are already winning. Yeah, I think this royal draw would be... I don't know. It would be under 3 10s. I know that. 6.7 for the royal draw, which we would have hit, by the way. The queen of clubs and the deuce. Are you kidding me right now? And then the 3 10s was the right move. So over time, you're going to hit the 3 10s more, but once in a while, you're going to hit that royal. And holding 3 to a royal does not often hit the royal. I'll tell you that. It's very rare. It does happen, though. Ouch. This is a replay. Assuming it's this. Since it wasn't a 2. 5.2 versus a deuce. Missed. Another pair of 3s. Okay. Another pair of 3s. Man, this is just so odd today. I don't know. It's like 5 times odd. Okay, I'll stop. So let's go through and tell you what the total is. Again, if you're interested in joining the giveaway, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's see what we get. We won 10 credits. 10 credits, which is equal to $2.50 if we were playing with actual money. But this, like I said, this is just for fun. So thanks so much for watching. If you're looking for the next part in this series, once it's available, I'll put it up top. I do another level 2, but we're getting closer to that level 3. Thanks so much for watching.